Hello dear friends, and welcome back to the channel. I'm very glad you're here today. On this channel we talk about simple habits that can help adults over 50 protect their health, stay active, and enjoy life with more energy and clarity. Today we're going to talk about one of the most common foods in the world, eggs. Almost everyone eats them. Many people grew up eating them. But surprisingly, very few people understand what actually happens inside the body when eggs become a regular part of the diet. And today we're going to explore something very specific. What happens if you eat 4 eggs every day? You may have heard many different opinions about eggs over the years. Some people say they are one of the healthiest foods you can eat. Others still worry about cholesterol and believe eggs should be limited. The truth is far more interesting than most people realize. In this video, we're going to look step by step at how eggs affect your body, from your muscles and metabolism to your brain, your eyesight, and even your hormone balance. And stay with me until the end, because some of the most surprising benefits are the ones people almost never talk about. Before we get into the benefits, however, we need to address the biggest concern many people still have: cholesterol. For decades, people were told that eating eggs every day would raise cholesterol levels and increase heart risk. But modern research has helped us understand the situation much more clearly. Most of the cholesterol circulating in your body is not coming directly from the foods you eat. Instead, it is produced by your liver, and your body has a remarkable ability to regulate this process. When you regularly consume foods that contain cholesterol, such as eggs, the liver often responds by producing less cholesterol internally. In many people, regular egg consumption is associated with higher levels of HDL cholesterol, which is often referred to as the good cholesterol. At the same time, the structure of LDL particles may shift toward larger, less dense forms that are considered less concerning in cardiovascular research. This means that for many healthy individuals, eggs can fit comfortably into a balanced diet. Of course, everyone's body is different, and personal medical advice should always come from your own doctor. But the idea that eggs automatically damage cholesterol levels is no longer supported by modern science. Now let's talk about one of the most impressive qualities of eggs: protein. Not all protein sources are exactly the same. Foods like beef, chicken, and fish contain protein that originally formed muscle tissue in animals. These proteins are very useful for human nutrition, but their structure can sometimes make digestion slightly more complex. Eggs are different. An egg was designed by nature to support the growth of an entire living organism. Because of this, eggs contain a perfectly balanced combination of amino acids, the building blocks your body uses to repair tissues and create new cells. Scientists often describe egg protein as having one of the highest biological values among natural foods. In simple terms, this means the body can absorb and use a very large portion of the protein contained in eggs. When you consume eggs regularly, this high-quality protein helps support muscle maintenance, tissue repair, hormone production, enzyme activity, and immune function. For people over 40 or 50, this becomes especially important. As we age, maintaining muscle mass plays a key role in supporting mobility, metabolism, and overall strength. Regular sources of high-quality protein can help the body maintain these systems. But eggs are not only about protein. The yolk contains healthy fats that provide a steady and reliable energy source. Unlike highly processed carbohydrates that may lead to quick spikes and crashes in blood sugar, the combination of protein and fat in eggs helps many people feel full and energized for longer periods. This is one reason eggs are often included in balanced breakfast meals. Many people notice that when they begin the day with eggs instead of refined cereals or pastries, their energy levels remain more stable throughout the morning. Now let's take a moment to talk about the egg white, which is often misunderstood. Egg whites contain a range of natural proteins that serve protective roles. In nature, an egg must protect the developing embryo from bacteria and environmental threats. Because of this, egg whites contain enzymes and proteins that help limit the growth of certain microorganisms. Some people have heard that raw egg whites can interfere with a vitamin called biotin. However, this is primarily a concern only when very large amounts of raw egg whites are consumed regularly. Cooking the egg white changes these compounds and removes this concern. That is one reason most nutrition experts recommend eating eggs cooked rather than raw. Now let's move on to one of the most important amino acids found in eggs: leucine. Leucine plays a major role in signaling the body to begin repairing and building muscle tissue. When the body receives enough leucine through food, it activates cellular pathways involved in muscle protein synthesis. Eggs provide a meaningful amount of this amino acid. For people who stay physically active, whether through walking, strength exercises, or general daily movement, this nutrient helps support muscle recovery and maintenance. Maintaining muscle is one of the most powerful ways to support independence and mobility as we age. But eggs also support another important process inside the body: brain health. Eggs contain nutrients such as choline, vitamin B12, and folate. Together, these nutrients support important biochemical processes involved in nerve function, memory, and the production of certain brain chemicals. Choline in particular is essential for producing acetylcholine, a neurotransmitter involved in memory and learning. Many people do not consume enough choline in their daily diet. Egg yolks are one of the richest natural sources of this nutrient. This is one reason eggs are often associated with mental clarity and focus. Now let's talk about your eyes. Inside the golden yolk of an egg are two special antioxidants called lutein and zeaxanthin. These compounds accumulate in the retina, the light-sensitive tissue at the back of the eye. Their role is to help filter certain types of light and support the long-term health of retinal cells. Regular consumption of foods containing these nutrients has been associated with supporting visual health as people age. For individuals who spend time looking at screens, reading, or working in bright environments, these nutrients may play a helpful role in supporting eye comfort and clarity. Eggs also contain several vitamins that many people do not realize are present. These include vitamin K2, which helps guide calcium toward bones, vitamin A in its active form called retinol, and vitamin D, which supports bone health and plays a role in immune and hormonal regulation. When you look at the complete nutrient profile of eggs, it becomes clear why they are often described as one of the most nutrient-dense foods available. Now let's briefly talk about egg quality. You may have seen many labels at the grocery store: caged eggs, cage-free eggs, organic eggs, pasture-raised eggs. Pasture-raised eggs generally come from hens that have more outdoor access and a more varied natural diet. Organic eggs refer to the type of feed used. Both labels can indicate certain production standards, but availability and price vary depending on where you live. The most important point is this: even standard eggs can still provide valuable nutrients. If premium eggs are not accessible or affordable, conventional eggs can still be part of a healthy diet. Now let's talk about how to get the most benefit from eggs when you include them in meals. Pairing eggs with vegetables such as leafy greens, tomatoes, or onions creates a powerful combination. The fats in egg yolks help the body absorb fat-soluble nutrients from vegetables more efficiently. Adding foods like avocado, olive oil, or herbs can create balanced meals that support steady energy and nutrient absorption. Cooking eggs with simple ingredients rather than highly processed oils helps preserve their nutritional value. At the end of the day, eggs are not a miracle food, but they are one of the simplest, most affordable, and most complete foods many people can include in a balanced diet. For individuals who tolerate them well, eating eggs regularly can support muscles, brain health, metabolism, and overall vitality. And when combined with other healthy foods and daily activity, they can become part of a long-term strategy for maintaining strength and energy as we age. Before we finish today, I'd love to hear from you. Do you eat eggs regularly? If you do, how many do you usually have in a day? Share your experience in the comments below. Thank you very much for spending this time with me today. Take care of your health, stay curious about your body, and I look forward to seeing you again in the next video.